Today it's just like a direct light. I don't know why its colors are kind of awkward. Oh, hope everyone is doing great, having a great week. Tuesday. Anyways, it's kind of coolish. It was kind of coolish yesterday here, and it's warming up. Today we're gonna have probably around 23 or 24 degrees will be today's temperature. So that is not too bad. Not too hot. I like it around here. I like the crisp mornings. Like it's about 17, 18 degrees right now, and I quite like that when it's kind of coolish like this, and then it warms up during the day. Hope y'all are doing well and having a great day. Drop me your scent of the day if you're watching, like the stream, all those good things. Hi Karen, how are you? It's second Monday. Look at you with your ranch. How's it going? What are you wearing? Hi Dushan, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Oh, look at the quack. Paroli is here. I'm totally avoiding Paroli. I'm not gonna answer his tracking questions. He keeps asking me where his package is every 3 seconds. I'm like, not even doing that. The day is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Not hot in here yet though. I don't know if it's gonna get hot. Probably, because we usually lag behind Toronto a little bit. Hi Juan, how are you? Yeah, I am doing well. I am wearing Latessa from Masque Milano. Scent of today, gray flannel. Is that what brand is that gray flannel? Is it, I don't remember. That's just, I can't even remember. I'm glad he's ignoring me. Then yes. I already have the AC on max. Ugh, I don't like those days. I don't like extreme heat. Like, to be honest, I don't like extreme cold either, but extreme heat, like 30 degrees, like with sun beating down, is not my favorite. Like I could tolerate like 26, 27 with like a little bit of a shade and breeze. Like breeze is the most important thing. What? I can't even read that. Jeffrey Bean. All right. Yeah, so Latessa, for the ones, if you have tried it, let me know what you think of it. I had heard of it early on. I had Masque Milano Tango, and I think that's one of the most famous ones from the Masque Milano. And that one is a really nice amber. But I ended up selling it. I'm kind of regretting it, but I do have a lot in that scent profile of amber, so I don't know if I need it, that one in my collection. I ended up selling that one, and then at the time when I heard about Tessa, I wasn't into iris, so I ended up I never tried that one. There was another one, I think it's, what's it, Lost Alice or something? Is this from this line? I guess is it like everything from Masque Milano is based on some sort of play, like a theater play? Because yeah, like Tango in 35 ml. Yeah, there's a Tango in they come in 35 mls, and the 100 mls prices are, for the in discounters is quite reasonable. I think the house has everything based on a play, because when I was looking at the description of the fragrance, like, if you guys, I'm not gonna even just go there because I know I'm gonna laugh, but if you want to read a brief of the first sentence took me out, really. Not first sentence, but like it said, whatever it is, scene 3, like a rendezvous, or all set up for a rendezvous, and after that something about like doing something, it just totally took me out. I was just like, I giggled and giggled. It was like, okay, well, this is kind of a weird description, but anyways, so there is that. So I think what the notes I was reading, like there's a champagne and neroli on the top. I didn't get that. Like, I mean, usually champagne has a distinctive smell for me, and I quite like it. Yeah, you need to, like, just read the first sentence. It's just like, it took me out for a laugh. I'm just like, exploded. You can't even copy paste it here, if you know what I mean. But anyways, It says the champagne note and neroli on the top. It's I did smell something fizzy, but it wasn't like a distinct champagne smell. Smell. What it came really to play was the earthy iris, earthy and just initially from like first 5 seconds, and then it settles down to more creamy, a little bit more waxy. Türkiye, merhaba. So anyway, so it comes to really kind of after like first 5 seconds, you do smell that kind of waxy iris, and I think there's that leather that gives it a little bit of that. Sorry, I don't know what happened with my voice. Held for review. No, they can't hold for your review if you comment, if you're the mod. I don't think I think it lets it happen. But anyways, yeah. So then I think in the base there is there's leather. What else is in here? I don't smell much else yet. I don't know. I just sprayed it actually. Today I was late in spraying, so I not just, but like about an hour ago. So what I'm mostly getting out of it is like now the powdery iris is coming in. And it's kind of the leather is quite subtle. If there's leather in this, it's quite subtle. It's not really a rugged leather. It's maybe it goes into direction of suede. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. And I was just trying to get to know whether I want to keep it in my collection or not, but I don't think I'm going to be selling it. This is a nice one. I have a 100 ml bottle. But I must say that I prefer the 35 ml bottles much more than the 100 ml. 35 ml bottles look absolutely cute. So there's that one. I think another one from this line. Hi Veronica. Oh, look at who's here, Veronica. Hi, how are you? Oh my goodness. It's an honor having you here, Veronica. Hi Sandra, how are you? Scent of the day, Sacre Bleu Intense by Parfum de Nicolai. Oh, I've never even tried that one. Can you say hi, Haley, please? Hi, Haley. So that is fantastic. I don't know about the people from Turkey. Do you like Turkey? I don't think so. Sandra, how are you? What is Sacre Bleu Intense? I keep hearing this name, but I don't know what it is about at all. I don't have, it's an honor to see you live today. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support. You know, for you guys. I think I've interviewed Veronica on my Facebook group, not here on YouTube, but it's lovely to see you here. Yeah, so from Nicolai has been a difficult brand for me, to be honest. I'm gonna say that, but I think in the kind of the newer generation of their fragrances have been a little bit more easier to wear. I feel like Nicolai generally has, and I'm not a sweet perfume gal really in general, but it has lacked sweetness in their initial iterations of things. You know, one of the, actually recently I got a patchouli intense hair mist that that was really nice. I remember that I couldn't take the patchouli intense fragrance itself, but the hair mist was quite nice. And I had tried a few more from them, like I think there's a vanilla cashmere. There was one that called Caravanserai, like, which is, you know, in ancient days when people like were traveling, they would stay in this kind of like a hostel midway, like it's not in a city or something. That's called Caravanserai. So that was quite nice, but again, it kind of lacked something for me. What does Sandra says? I'm good, thanks. Sacre Bleu Intense Dry Down really reminds me of Metallica, but less intense. Oh, really? Metallica, like a Guerlain Metallica. Oh, the opening is fruity. Oh, interesting. But I feel like Nicolai has also kind of realized that they're. I feel like the brand. This might be just my thinking, but I feel the brand has kind of realized where they are going at with this, and they may have like changed a little bit of the direction, not completely, but maybe a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. in that their newer kind of releases are much more closer to my palette. Like Iris Medici is very, very nice from Nicolai. I don't know what's up with that fragrance, Iris Medici. I couldn't find it anywhere in US or Canada. I ended up ordering it directly from Nicolai, and if anyone wants to order directly from Nicolai, they're a great company to order directly from. Number one, it arrived in 3 days, which my orders don't arrive in 3 days here in Canada. And they included, I bought a 250 ml bottle. Like, I didn't even know they had 250 ml bottles, but Nicolai, some of the fragrances come in 250 ml sprayer actually bottles, but it's refillable. So it was easy to decant because I got a bunch and people wanted to get some, and I decanted some. So and then they included the hairspray of like full-size hairspray of Patchouli Intense. That was very, very nice. I ended up giving it to Charlene, actually, my friend. So that was great. From Sri Lanka. Hi, Sri Lanka. How are you? What do you guys wear in Sri Lanka? What kind of fragrances are more popular in Sri Lanka? Probably there's some sort of Sri Lankan oud of some sort. Maybe that's just a stereotype. I don't know. Guys, if you're listening, there we have 16 in the house. Please like the stream, subscribe, push the notification button, all those nice things. There's another one from Hi Creator Disha. There's another one from Nicolai that I don't mind, and it was really, really nice. It's called Saint Honoré from Nicolai. And I did when I was at Osme Perfumery in Miami. The owner of the Osme gifted me a little travel spray of the, like, not little, but it's like a 10 ml travel spray of Saint Honoré, and it smells so nice with my purchase. And it smells so good. He is so good, like Mauricio, right? Maurice or Mauricio, I don't know. He's so good in kind of like, based on what you buy, like he kind of guesses that what fragrance you like. And I like to do that myself, but he's really good in that as well, from Osme, and he's very approachable, very knowledgeable about fragrances and things like that. So he ended up giving me a little 10 ml. First I kind of like looked at it and I was like, oh, Nicolai, it's always kind of misses little something for me, but then it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that one. And then there's another one from Nicolai, the leather one. If anyone knows that, I think it has leather and osmanthus, and that's a beautiful one too from Nicolai. I can't remember. It's Baikal, leather Baikal or something like that, I think. And it's in the discounters too, that one. So it's pretty good. What else? What's everyone else doing? What are you wearing? What's new in the fragrance world? Let me know. What am I looking forward to? I think I have a Jill Sanders fragrance on the way. I think it's the tea one that I've got that I'm really excited about. That's on the way. I should be getting it in the next couple of days. What else I have? I ended up getting a bottle of Amber Kiso from DSN Durga. Baikal Leather and Test. Yes. I have, oh my God, no, Pearly. Nobody wants to know about your last purchase. No, you don't. But did you get it? Yes, I was just like watching it, Amber Kiso from DSN Durga. So DSN Durga also has been a very difficult brand for me. It always kind of misses the point. I don't know why. Like even Pistachio was the one that came closest to something that I would keep, but I ended up selling it, even though it's not a very favorite one in between, like amongst people, fragrance lovers. I don't think Pistachio is a very very talked about one, but to me it did hit the point because it was about the kind of that green kind of outer layer of Pistachio. But I ended up selling the bottle anyway. So then I think, what else I have tried? I have tried rainbow something from DSN Durga, and that also kind of steamed rainbow or something, and that really kind of hit the point, and it missed the point, and I didn't, I mean, or maybe I missed the point, not the fragrance. I didn't get that one. So Paroli convinced me that Amber Kiso is the one that I will like, and I was kind of looking up, and it was sold out everywhere, except then a few days later it came up on Fragnet, and they had a 100 ml tester of it that if I was going to buy, I would get that one. And it was like, one day I opened my Fragnet cart, and they know what they're doing, right? Like, just says only one left, and I'm like, this must be the sign. So I ended up getting that one. Yeah, we'll see how it is. So it's on its way to me. Yeah, steamed rainbow. I think, was that the one had iris in it, but it was kind of like, smelled really musty, which kind of makes sense. So I ended up selling that one. Diaz and Durga, I don't know. It was like, there was a vanilla one too, and I didn't like that one. I smelled that one at Etiquette. There's nothing really that I have tried from Diaz and Durga and I liked, and I'm hoping probably you're right about this one. What's it called? Amber Kiso. We shall see. Nobody buys amber fragrances in dead of the summer but me. But anyways, that is what it is. What else I have? New fragrances coming in. Do I have anything new coming in? No, I bought a bottle of YSL Muse, but I had that one. If you guys haven't tried YSL Muse, please do so. It's absolutely beautiful. It's, if you like anything in the lines of black tie, you will love this one. And this is, I dare to say, it's better and lasts longer. So try YSL Muse. What else? I don't think I have a lot coming, actually. I ended up having one of my packages again intercepted by, flagged by customs as a non-mailable matter, and usually Canada Post or customs gives it to Canada Post, and Canada Post usually, its faith of the package is in the hands of gods after that. But I think they have realized, since my last time putting a huge fuss about my package, because I went through the Canada Post Act, I went through the Customs Act, and so they were saying that they're going to dispose my package and destroy it, because it was a non-mailable matter. Me being the nerd that I am, I went through the Corporation Act, Canada Post Corporation Act, and I read it as pertains to non-mailable matter, and I highlighted this the part that it said if they kind of get a non-mailable matter of a certain category, they can't be disposing it on their own. They need to wait 30 days. They give the customer 30 days to pick it up, or then after 30 days they can dispose it. So I put a huge fuss with it, and I wrote to the ombudsman, I wrote to everyone. At the end, I ended up sending an email with a copy of what I was going to send to CBC, and had my lawyer CC'd. I ended up sending me back, yes, absolutely, because I am not going to have that happen to me. I mean, it was expensive. The package was expensive, but it was also a matter of principle. You don't steal shit from me and bullshit me saying that this is our law. I ended up sending in an email CCing my lawyer and the CBC, and I said, with a copy of email that I said I'm intending to send to CBC. I ended up, within 2 days, I got a registered letter from Canada Post that come pick up your package in Montreal. This is how how fucked up they are. So the plant that they keep the package at is at about 40 kilometers outside Montreal, and only open between 7 to 2. There is no entrance, like pretty much like really clear entrance for non-employees at the place, and it's in basically industrial area, and they only are open Monday to Friday 7 to 2. And the only way that you can go get your package is either you go or you send someone to pick it up with authorization. So, sometimes my family makes fun of me because I know I know at least one person in almost all cities. So it had happened to me before. I ended up sending my friend who ended up, I mean, God, people are so nice. Like this is what I mean about this kind of fragrance world. Sometimes there are trolls and people who are really not caring or anything, but then there are people who you meet and I'm like, why even you are so nice to me? Like, really. There's this guy that I've known in fragrance groups for years, and he ended up taking time off work to drive to the plant and get the package for me. Um, and basically, the guys there had told him, you know, it's nobody ever comes to pick up packages. We just generally, wink, wink, dispose it. Um, and anyways, so I said, and he picked it up. I sent it to me. And then this time around, I have kind of lost contact with that person. I think they're not in social media anymore. So I was telling another friend, and of course, he's like, oh well, you know, on this and day and that, and you know, I can go pick it up, and they went twice. They went once on Friday, another time on Monday, and or Tuesday. I was just like, man, people are so nice. And they picked it up. They had to change the packaging and mail it to me. And I am so thankful for knowing these people in my life. Like, honestly, they had no reason to be so nice to me. Like, you know, I've known this person. God, it's one of the first people that I've ever actually messaged in or exchanged, you know, like few lines, like initially after entering the groups. I don't know if it was probably 2020. And they've been very nice to me. And I tried to pay them for their time, tried to pay them for the gas. Nope, nope, nope. They actually sent back the money. So yeah, there's that. There are some nice people in life, you know. What's happening here? I buy winter scents in summer. They're usually cheaper. Yes, absolutely. But I might get a bottle of Bulgari Eau de Rouge if see one pop up. I haven't even seen how that looks like. Karen, that's what Pearlie needs to do. Karen, sometimes, you know, I am usually like, I'm not that fussy about things or little losses or little things like one of the other day, I mean, and I know this is, everyone is different in these things. Sometimes, hi, Jordan, like, it came up to my attention the other day, like, because I admin some fragrance groups and somebody had lost probably like 1 ml of a 2 or 3 ml decant and in shipping. And this is for people who are familiar with decants. When things can get like, you know, when it's especially with this summer thing, decants can leak in transport, and there's no way to really stop the leak. Like, you can do things like put the, you know, Teflon tape, and you can put the plumber's tape, and you can, you know, I even put my decants in a Ziploc bag, so if it leaks, at least it leaks inside the Ziploc bag. But that's so far you can go, and sometimes shit happens, right? So, and this person wanted their money back, and I understand it's a principle, if whatever that could be or whatnot, but it's just, to me, I would like, personally, I understand that person's perspective and that they had lost, you know, they bought 3 ml and they got 2. I do understand their perspective and wanting their money back, but to me, I would be like, I don't care. Like, it's just 1 ml. Like, I'm not going to raise a fuss about it. But for something that they gonna take my package of, and the first one was really, really expensive, and just say that this is the law, we can take it and can do whatever we want with it. It was just, was like, no, you don't. So that's why I went through all the hassle and copying the act and all those things. Plus, my sister is a lawyer, so I kind of know. I usually really nice to and go out of my way to be courteous, but I don't fuck with my money. I mean, yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, or, you know, like, you know, if I ain't going to, like, you know, I'm not that kind of person I'm gonna fuss about, like, you know, small amounts. Even though in principle I could, and I understand the point of view of people who do, but Generally I don't, but then to come to me and lie to me, because that's what it got me, right? Like if they had showed me the law, their corporation law, and would said this is, it says based on law, I would have accepted that and I said, well, this is how it is, and it's their law and it's my loss. But it wasn't the case. So sorry, Karen, just read your own line. All right. Karen had a mini leak in transit. Sorry, my mind is always in the gutter. Shalomar EDP, yay! Sorry, Karen. I'm sorry I'm trolling you, but that was just funny. Hi, Babush. Scent of the day, Shalomar EDP. That is lovely. Babush, you're from Australia, right? So it's kind of coolish there right now, so it will make sense. Karen, you're not alone. We've all had mini leaks in oh my God. Anyways, that's the destiny of all of us, you know. At some point, whether young or old, or when we are 90, we will all have mini leaks. Yes, winter. Oh, like what is winter like in Australia? It would be like what, 15 degrees, 16 degrees? I don't know what. Yes, well, I mean, it just makes it fun. Leaking gets worse as you age. If you don't strengthen pelvic floor as the right, you got to do your Kegel exercises. Yes, Kegel exercises. Absolutely, those are necessary for everyone. I just laugh because it's just. Actually, it wasn't that I was thinking, because my kids. My kids, my oldest one was notorious for leaks from the diaper, and it was just like, I don't know what he would do, but he was just always miss the diaper, and I was like, well, what happened here? Like, why are you missing the diaper? So anyways, that's what I thought about. But anyways, let's take the bad juju away, both those thoughts. Anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta get going to work. Hope y'all are Kegel exercise. Oh my God! Here, it was like Karen explains in to people who don't understand. In Melbourne, 10 Celsius is about as cold as it gets during the day. Oh wow, that is lovely. If it wasn't for old insects and snakes, I would definitely have moved to Australia. I just can't do. And also I can't do any extreme heat. I don't know how hot it gets. I should never been to Australia. I would love to. I would love to go to Australia and New Zealand, like those two countries. And it's really easy for the kind of work I do. I mean, it's not really easy, but you know, to transition. I don't need other kind of all sort of steps, you know, things that hoops to jump through, so it always worked for me. Okay, I think I need to be going to work, and I'll touch base with you guys later. Guys, if you're watching later, please like the stream, subscribe, push the notification button, all those nice things. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening. Love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.